Not sure how many taxpayers are aware that the Australian Institute of Sport owns and operates an athletes' resort in picturesque Lombardy in northern Italy. Could the Commission please tell us how much this verdant outpost with its 8 full-time staff costs to run?
So the AIS Europe operates out of Varese in Italy, where it's a site where our athletes, our high-performance athletes...
Is that in the province of Lombardy? Because I think we're talking about the same thing. Yeah. How much this costs with its 8 full-time staff?
Excuse me, Pete.
Do you want to take that on notice, or can you provide information now?
That one costs $2.7 million per annum of our appropriation funding.
And can you tell us why it's necessary to operate an AIS centre in northern Italy?
Senator, Australia is a long way away from the rest of the world, and our athletes compete on a regular basis internationally. For them to be able to compete at the right level, they need to be competing in Europe, for example, and our rowers are just about to head off and will be based at the AIS Europe for a period of time before they move to the World Championships. So it's a perfect launching pad for that athletes. Our para-athletes, in actual fact, use it quite regularly because of their special needs. So this, in terms of cost, it means that we do not have to transport very heavy and significant amount of equipment in rowboats. They are actually stored on site at the AIS Europe. So it's a perfect opportunity for us to save funds, a significant amount of funds, by having a base in Europe.
All right. Well, I understand the men's national volleyball team has used this centre as a training base in the past. Why is it necessary for athletes engaged in a wholly indoor sport to train indoors in Italy instead of indoors in Canberra?
It'd be on a base so that they're near to where they are going to compete internationally. I don't actually know the particular instance you're talking about for volleyball, but most athletes would, prior to any World Championship or international event, travel to a venue close to where they're going to compete so that they can acclimatise, so that they can be together as a team. Often our national teams don't train together on a regular basis, so they travel to a site that is central in Europe and then from that base can travel on. So it's a very cost-effective way for us to ensure that our athletes can perform at their best. We also have medical staff on site, so in actual fact they're called on quite regularly to make sure that our athletes are in peak condition.
The men's Australian volleyball team didn't even manage to qualify for the 2016 Olympic Games in Rio. So do you think the AIS is getting good value from basing athletes at this resort in Italy?
We don't base athletes there, that they are there for short periods of time, and volleyball is just one of many sports that use the venue, including cycling, as I said, para-athletes. Our world champion, Carol Cook, was there last year on, I think, 2 occasions. So it's the perfect base for a range of sports, and for us to pay for regular travel backwards and forwards from Australia for these types of events would be prohibitive.
What would be a typical length of stay for an Australian athlete at this facility?
I can't give you that detail. I'm happy to take that one on notice, Senator.
Yes, actually, if we can go further with questions on notice, for the last perhaps 12 months, could you provide us details with the athletes who took advantage of it?
Yes.
Well, I don't want names, but
No.
the types of sports they're involved in.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.